Hi, so I'm Alison from Bag Ladybird Learn to Sew. Welcome. This week we're going to be talking about mistakes to avoid when you're threading your sewing machine, showing you how to fix them. Okay, so if the top side of your stitching looks like this, it's not balanced. What that probably means is that your bobbin is not in correctly. So you can see as I just gently pull this green thread, it's moving really freely. That usually means the bobbin's in the wrong way round. So to correct that, what you need to do, take your bobbin out the left hand side like so, and then you just want to drop it into the casing and then put your finger on the plastic casing and pull your thread around clockwise to the left. Should click into place under this little metal stitch finger here, where this arrow is on the base of the machine, so it goes into that hole there and clicks under and around. And then if you hold your top thread, turn your hand wheel or press your needle up and down button, then the thread will come around and pick up that underneath thread, and you just need to pull that out there like so and place your cover back on. The only thing I've changed is the bobbin. I've turned it the other way around. So if we look at this now in comparison to the original row, you can't, the stitches are balanced. The green doesn't come through as a loop to the right side, and then on the reverse the stitches aren't loopy, they are pulled tight and even, they're balanced. That's what we're looking for once your stitches are correct. You do not want this loopiness happening with your underneath. And when you pull, when your bobbin's in correctly and you pull the green, you should feel resistance, you should feel tension, and you should also see this thread going from the tension finger across towards the needle. That is when you know your bobbin is in your machine correctly. So this machine mistake has such a distinctive sound to it. I notice from across the classroom whenever students are doing this. Sounds horrible, doesn't it? This is what's going on underneath. We've got knots and birds' nests. It hasn't really stitched at all. It's made that horrible clunky sound. What has happened is the thread has not gone through the take-up lever. So this is the lever that moves up and down whenever a stitch is formed, and it helps create the tension on the thread. So we just need to rethread the machine correctly. So it comes around the back here, down here, under here, and just make sure your take-up lever is as far up as it can be. So turn the hand wheel top towards you and just pull it through so it clicks and sits in that take-up lever there. And then come down and thread your needle. Lever just here, and that's how it needs to be, so that the take-up lever will take the thread down and up and create the tension on the stitches as the needle goes up and down as well. The next thing I want to talk to you about is when the needle comes unthreaded every time you start sewing. So if you just look here, my threads are just here, I've chopped them short, and what will happen now when I place my fabric under and start sewing, the take-up lever that I showed you previously pulls the thread up and out of the needle. So if you don't leave yourself a long enough thread tail when you start sewing, the needle will come unthreaded. To correct this issue, just leave yourself long thread tails. I pull them out to the side and just allow a little bit beyond the edge of the base of the machine. And then off we go, start sewing. And the thread is there. Happens a lot with these Janome machines. If you don't leave yourself a long enough thread, it will break. Also, if you use the thread cutters on the side of the machine, thread cutter just round here, the threads aren't long enough and your needle will come unthreaded. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel for more great Learn to Sew videos that will help make you a better dressmaker. If you've enjoyed this video and want more great Learn to Sew content to help make you a better dressmaker, you can join me over at the Learn to Sew membership club. The link's in the description box below.